Yo, morning guys. Welcome back to the Ahn Rho Project. This is the psychiatric self-therapeutic multimedia project to solve the problems, challenges, obstacles in our lives. What is helping from the process to reach the highest goals and ambitions that we set for ourselves as well as those around us. If you like introduction, as well as a brief summary into how we break down the Ahn Rho Project into domains of life, subseries, analogies, so on and so forth, as well as the live streaming schedule and copyright-free music and yada yada. You can find all that for the past 3.5 years straight up to January 2021 and beyond from updated versions. So with that being said, let's dive into the second segment of today. Of course, there are roughly about 10, 11 different segments per day per 15-minute live stream at max. Of course, won't take too much of your time. And what I want to say, of course, is that, let's run through 4 different phases of segments. So the first one, introduction. Second, of course, this table of contents, sort of what we're going to cover. After that is the third segment, the last introductory segment, which covers disclaimers, things to keep in mind about being honest and genuine on stream, and the purpose of it. And then after that, we go into the digital portion of the stream, things that are more, abstract or on information. So segments 4, 5, 6, 7. 4 is the directory of podcasts, of media files, of the live streams and everything all together. 5 dives into media that's external, so external research, whether that's other social media files that may be, for example, pages on social media or news articles and so on and so forth. Then we move into segment, I believe, 6 or 7. One of those will be on data and metrics, so it has a little bit to do with the previous one because it covers Excel spreadsheets, and that may have to do with budgeting and finance of the purchases and so on and so forth, which touches on also the next segment. So 6 and 7 tied together because one is photography for food, dietetics, nutrition, and so on and so forth. So all this involves a lot of commentary and storytelling, those 4 segments. Moving after on to that will be segments 8, 9, 10, 11. Those are more kind of like a wrap up, more active, engaging is segment 8. We move around in the room. If I just move it down right now, the side panel, you can see the room, that's region D1. We're going to cover a lot of inventory and physical items. After that, segment 9, we sit down here where we are right now and you talk about things I can't show you visually, like abstract things like relationships and how things are going down like that. And finally, we wrap off with 10 and 11. 10 is usually if you have any comments or questions or any shits and giggles, funny memes or jokes you want to crack on the side, I'll get back to you then. And same thing with 11 is just kind of like a wrap-up summary and then take out the take-home message of taking care of your health and finances and yourself and so on and so forth. That being said, all right, segment 3. Right, so 3 different sort of disclaimers or things to keep in mind. First one being I have to be real, raw, and genuine when I'm doing the stream because it is in part a time capsule of my life, and so by analogy. And so I will not shy away from non-PC topics. Okay, we're going to cover the good, the bad, and the ugly. Even if it involves emotional baggage or personal insecurities, I won't shy away from that. May or may not be relatable to some of you. So it's very personal. Second thing is this is a very purposefully driven stream. You can clearly tell that I have a lot of stuff to get through. I don't try to make it too serious, but the fact is, yes, because I have certain goals in mind per live stream. It means that, it doesn't stop you from leaving memes or jokes on the comment. Go for it if you want to do that. Just keep in mind it's a high utility stream, so it has to be of benefit to me and eventually to other people as well who are watching. And the last kind of disclaimer sort of thing is just that, we're going to apply game theory by analogy over to the Ahn Rho Project, as well as, as a journey, as a business, yes, also as a time record, but also as a game, life as a game. With that being said, let's move on to the content itself. So we have the directory today. We actually don't have anything to show for the directory. I regret not having taken a photograph, aside from the top right hand side as usual. I'm supposed to have taken a screenshot. There were 2 recordings yesterday, fully capturing the workplace as well as coming back home to my res, and then having a tenant in the other room, basically my guardians. She's starting a new business. I've been helping her with that, and we caught up. So there was some conversations at the workplace that reflected a positive trend. We're improving our relations. We're trying to mend and repair some damaged relations, and so on and so forth, and then coming back again with guardians. So it was overall, that's all there was in terms of audio recording. And then we have the live stream today and yesterday, so you can see on top right hand side, inventory spree continued. So that's about what we're going to do right now. Okay, Segment 5. Okay, that's kind of part of segment 5 is this kind of digital media asset right there. Like I said, 143 different items. I mean, $143 worth of food, groceries, and purchases over 2 weeks. 65 different items across 4 different locations. There were 5 really pizza, No Frills, Dollarama, no Walmart, stuff like that. And then we did our budgeting. We talked about this yesterday. We also have on the side left-hand panel, this is from Stoic Reflections right here. So it is not my stuff, not my shit. I'm gonna get rid of it real soon. But the point is, he that does good to others does good to himself. This is just a page for Stoicism, and I wasn't aware that I was practicing this from a very young age because I actually needed to, and I just derived that kind of stuff independently in order to keep myself sane in the kind of very broken household that I was living in. But the fact is, I do tend to agree with this to a certain extent. Again, no wisdom is universal, but once again, if you want more of this, you can just go to Stoic Reflections. This is me just expressing some gratitude and shouting out Stoic Reflections. Moving on. Okay, now we're moving to segment 5. I mean segment 6, I believe. So I'm going to move this down here. Turn to the side to the laptop. You can see right here, I was talking about finances, so that's why I'm going to talk about finances now. I have you see there's maybe about 7 different spreadsheets. Not the best way to manage things, but because I am doing things in a very experimental fashion, they are a little bit disorganized. I have one for finance, for fitness, for research, and so on and so forth. So in terms of finance, I did have to budget everything. I already have that down. I did eat some new food yesterday that I wasn't supposed to eat, and so I had to enter that. In terms of relationships, sleep, finance, recovery, am I recovering from the past 10 months of chaos? I would say that it's going pretty well. Well, not really. It's pretty static, kind of plateaued for the past week, and I'm trying to get things better, but even it seems today I'm not going to be able to arrive at work at the right time that I want to. Well, keep it pushing, and see what happens. There's always something you can do. So, okay, moving on to segments. So that's metrics and data. I would ideally like to have graph up, but I don't have functions graphed out yet. So let's move on to one of the second largest segments today. We're continuing off of where we left off yesterday, which is basically this in segment 7: photography, food, dietetics, nutrition, groceries, and a lot of storytelling commentary. So we continue off from yesterday. Like I said, 4 different locations: Shoppers, No Frills, Walmart. So we have some junk food here. This is from Shoppers Drug Mart. It was just on sale. Took some photographs. I didn't end up buying all these things. You can tell that none of these things were purchased because I later on the stream, you're going to see that I don't have any of these items here. But I was just taking a snapshot of it because it was on sale for like 2 for $5, stuff like that. On the very bottom, you also see there's not just junk food, but there's also some looks like tech items and so on and so forth. Seems to be from Shoppers as well, because I'm taking a look and seeing what they do or don't have. I'm looking for a pair of those sewing scissors to give back to my workplace, but that's about that. Moving on, we have this kind of stuff from No Frills. So there's some new items from No Frills that I saw in the bakery aisle. Just scanning it, looking very interesting because it's got like berry pie, strudels. We also have some raisin strudel, but I didn't buy any of it because I took a look at the back snapshots and the nutritional facts are crazy. There's like so much sugar, so much saturated fat or whatever, and it just wasn't a great deal. It wasn't on sale or anything. Moving on, we have this stuff here. This is from No Frills at the very back, I believe, doing with Indian snack foods and stuff like that, and crackers. We also have some mouthwash, so I took some snapshots here to get the instructions down. The mouthwash is not for me, it's for my brother. Class 4 item, therefore bought it for him. Crest scope, so not going into too much detail, this is his kind of stuff, but I bought it for him and it was on sale, so that was a good opportunity for like $3. And again, the Ritz crackers at the top right there, I didn't buy it, but I should have. Maybe I should have. No, I didn't buy it at all. Same thing with the snacks on the top left. Okay, let's continue. We have about looks like 3 more screenshots of maybe about 150 different photographs. Receipts on the bottom right, it seems, of Walmart looks like, and you can tell that I took a look at Glucerna. So basically, diabetics oriented meal replacements, shakes, and I didn't buy any of that, but I did want to take a look. They've relocated to the place, and we also want to take a look at the kind of, you can see on the bottom left, there's like some sort of prosthetic, cane, so cane walkers for people who are a little crippled or something like that. I wanted to see if I would make use of some tools like that. Did not end up buying it though, just scouting out. Again, here's more stuff in Walmart. Looks like more like trail mixes, crackers, junk food, right?